Welcome to episode 73 of the Shower Party Podcast. I'm Liam Salvage, Brandon Sanders on the phone.
Hey, glad to be here.
Spooky time. Ooh.
This spooky time. Dude, I feel like Halloween's overrated. 100%.
Oh, you think so?
I think so, yeah.
This is the first year I actually did like a Halloween-themed activity by telling my girlfriend we should do it instead of being forced to do it. I've succumbed to the pressure of having a girlfriend.
Wait, what do you mean?
I saw that there was like these carvable pumpkins on at Target that they were styrofoam instead of real pumpkins, and I was like, we should get those and do that instead of her being like, hey, we should do that. Like, I've always been told by girlfriends what to do on Halloween. I've never once gave an idea.
So you were actually excited to do that, like?
Yeah, a little bit.
When you said it, you were like,
yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'd love to carve a not actual pumpkin.
None of the ooey gooey mess and stickiness of a fucking awful pumpkin, and then you get all the fun of putting it outside.
Do you think that takes away a little bit from the experience of doing it, man?
I think that's why I never liked to do it. Yeah. I don't like dealing with all the seeds and like scraping it out the middle, because that takes like 20 minutes. I just want to get right to carving. I just want to dig my hands in there.
It's a mess.
I'm an artist at heart, so I just want to get right to the art.
Stop giving you the manual labor. Just let you create the art. You know, just let you carve it up. I feel like I still have to carve pumpkins. I went to a pumpkin patch. My girlfriend.
That's the worst. God, going to a pumpkin patch with a girlfriend is the worst. That? No, it's like 4 hours long, and you're just walking and looking at pumpkins, and then they're like, "We should do a corn maze." And you're like, I wanted to go home.
Oh, fuck.
I wanted to go home and carve the pumpkin because that's going to be another 2-hour ordeal. I don't want to be here for 2 more hours.
I feel like I didn't have that like same experience. It wasn't like a super long like ordeal.
Yeah.
But we went to like a place called Patterson.
Okay.
Like, did you ever go to Patterson?
I went to a couple in Ohio. I don't know, where's it at?
I couldn't even tell you.
Okay.
But they have like apple fields too, or whatever.
Oh,
so they got like really good apple cider, like really good apple fritters. Like that's what I was there for, really.
I love apple cider.
That really clutched up for me.
But I had a bad experience. We went in kindergarten. We went on a field trip to an apple orchard, and everybody got apple cider, and I wasn't allowed to drink it because I'm diabetic. So I just had to sit there while everyone else drank apple cider, and it's my favorite drink by far. I don't know if there's a correlation here. I love apple cider. Cannot drink it.
Was that like at Hale Farm or something like that?
No, Hale Farm was late. It might have been. No, Hale Farm was later on. I forget what. It was an apple orchard of some sort in kindergarten.
Because I remember getting real hyped up about like going to Hale Farm, and we saw like butter churning.
Oh yeah, Hale Farm. That was like
I was so pumped.
That was 4th grade. That was a treat to see people pretending to be Amish.
What a treat, man! Yeah. They really committed over there. I'll tell you what.
People that get paid to pretend to be Amish. And being like, we don't do it like this anymore for obvious reasons. Like, this is a shit way to do things, but isn't it fun to think that we used to?
Yeah, isn't it fun to imagine? Imagine people lived like this.
Yeah. And then just 10 miles down the road, just an Amish person doing that because they want to.
Right. Okay, but yeah, pumpkin patch wasn't bad. We didn't carve any pumpkins yet, but I'm telling you, like, we got like at least 6 baby pumpkins. Like...
Is she expecting you to paint them, or are you expected to carve those?
Well, she painted a couple of them already. And let me tell you what, they look great because I didn't have to do any of the work. You know?
That's the thing you have to do is like, no, you're just so good at it that I wouldn't even dare to touch one of these pumpkins because I would just tarnish the legacy of all the pumpkins you've already created. You have to paint the rest.
You have to. You have the skill set for it, you know? Yeah. Like, I'm gonna walk in here, no ability, and take your job. No, I can't fucking do that. And
then you have to start doing that with cooking, too. Be like, no, you cook the best out of both of us. You have to cook every time.
She's a great cook. What can I say, man?
You just put more love into
it. So, yeah, it's still got to carve pumpkins. But I'll tell you what, like, I was never a big fan of Halloween. Yeah. Because I feel like when I was a kid, my parents never wanted to do, like, a fun costume. Yeah. They were always like, oh, it'd be really funny if you went as the Charlie Brown ghost, you know?
They just wanted
and then you just put a sheet on. I did that one year.
I they just wanted this like simplest thing that they didn't have to go out to the store for.
Yeah, and they were like, we are not buying a costume. If you're going to be dressed up, like we can make it. and then they never wanted to make it.
I remember I went as Mario one year, and then the next year you like got the Mario costume that I wore the previous year.
Was it yours?
Yeah.
I didn't remember that it was yours, man.
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
So I was Mario one year, the next year you were Mario, and I was like, that's cool, that's fine.
And
I
it
thought
was
you might be a Luigi or something, but
okay, you're Luigi out of the two of us, and that's
I always
not
thought you were Luigi. You have the demeanor of
and that's
Luigi.
not like. What does that mean?
I don't know. You just kind of like you give me Luigi vibes. I never saw you as a Mario kind of guy.
You give me the biggest Luigi vibes. Like,
what?
Just put you in any scenario, just standing there. You look like Luigi, dude.
I think I said there's like
put us side by side. It's like me shorter, you taller, Mario and Luigi. Boom. Like, what more can you ask for?
I think it's funny that you said no offense, and then we're both immediately taking offense to be called Luigi.
We're like, no, dude, what the fuck?
Fine, let's both be
What did
Mario.
you just say?
There could be two Marios.
No, you're Wario, dude. Get real.
You call me fat?
No, I wouldn't do that.
I was at Applebee's.
You're just really heavy.
I was at Applebee's, and Michael said, "What are you, 230 pounds?" And I was like, "Why are you adding 10 pounds, man? Why are you doing this?"
Dude, 220. Fucking 220.
Yeah, that's a lot. The 10 pounds is a lot.
Yeah.
Gotta do me dirty.
Did that really like offend you a little bit?
A little bit. Then I kept on adding. I'm like, apparently I'm 250 pounds over here, so just treating him like a girlfriend.
That, yeah, just adding to it every time.
Yeah.
No, you called me fat, ugly, and stupid, and you hate me, and I'm a piece of shit. Actually, that's what you said. But yeah, the costume. I feel like that worked because you being taller. Like by the next year, I was like big enough to fit your costume. At that point, I feel like.
You get my hand-me-downs. That's what we did when I moved. You just got all my hand-me-downs.
Yeah, even now, dude, nothing's changed. I still got your hand-me-down.
I
still wear that flannel.
Oh, do you?
That flannel's really nice. I'd be wearing that. Yeah.
I get fatter and you get my old clothes as you catch up to me in fatness.
Okay, I'm not getting fatter.
All right. You don't have to.
Don't say that.
You don't have to do that to me. You could say you're getting fatter too. We're getting older.
No,
you could just
you're at
agree.
230. You're at 230. I'm at 175. But think about that for a second.
Oh, you're at 300 pounds. Yeah. It's fall. It's the fall time. It's just there's a lot more treats around. Nice little sweet treats.
There's so many treats. Yeah, you got to bulk up, and now's the time to do it, man. Just toss a hoodie on. If you get a little chub, who cares?
It's California. It's 100 degrees outside. I can't hide my fat.
Who cares, dude? It's getting cold out. Put on 4 layers. Nobody's gonna notice.
I should have fucking moved to Alaska to hide my fat.
That's not a bad plan when you start getting old and like really fat at that point.
Just keep on going north until you're in Antarctica at 350 pounds.
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
God.
So yeah, I never really did like a fun costume, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why like I'm not the like biggest fan of Halloween, but it's frustrating for me this year, right? Because I'm gonna go with Shaggy this year. Okay. And I just want to do like a little bit of like chin stubble.
You can't do it,
because he's got the little chin action. No, it's grown out, but it just looks like shit.
Yeah.
Like I gotta wait until like day of to shave just down to like the little like fucking like soul patch area, just the tip of my chin.
I made the choice to have this mustache 24/7. You don't think what I know it's like to have shitty facial hair all the time?
But yours at least like looks like something. Mine's just like spotty and like barely in, and like I don't know. I don't like the way people look at me. Do
you see my chin? I continuously
bring that in.
to not shave, and I just get spotty puby looking neck. This is my everyday life. Your worst nightmare is my everyday life.
The fuck is that?
Fat, spotty hair.
Fat neckbeard. Can't grow full facial hair. Did I mention you're stupid?
Yeah.
You're pretty dumb as well.
I am your worst nightmare. You dream and your nightmare is just looking at me in the mirror.
No. Liam, listen, you're hot, you're skinny.
Don't you lie to me, you
grow great facial hair. You grow great facial hair. You do. I like the mustache. What can I say?
Yeah.
So
my
what if
girlfriend
other
likes
people
it.
don't
I can't
like
shave it off.
She does?
Yeah. She's the one person in the world I found that likes my mustache. Even my mom's like, shave that off.
She's the one person that's like, no, babe, it's cute.
Yeah.
It looks so cute on you.
The trick is, I think I started dating her when I had the mustache. When I was doing that thing where a full year I'd never shaved, I just trimmed it, like buzzed it down, so she knew me with having shitty facial hair. And I just, it was like she was a prisoner to it. So
that's all she's ever known from you.
Yeah.
She hasn't seen you with no facial hair, so shitty facial hair is the best.
Yeah.
It's not a bad move, man. That's not a bad move.
I did a little news thing. When this podcast comes out, it'll have come out yesterday. But one of the news headlines that I saw was a GameStop clerk. A guy was trying to shoplift some Pokemon cards out of a GameStop, and the clerk brought out a gun and shot the guy and killed him for stealing Pokemon cards.
Which is insane, dude.
Just he didn't want him to catch them all. I don't know what is the reasoning for that. It's
like, what I can't imagine like a thing that somebody would try to steal that like I would get that worked up about.
Yeah, especially
like, I have to kill him.
Yeah,
he's a sinner. What he did is unforgivable.
I didn't read too much of the story, but how much money worth of Pokemon cards did he have steal to think I'm just gonna shoot him? It's probably easier than have to deal with his paperwork. That is a good way to get it. You get out of bullshit work and when you're at your job to just be like, I killed him. I don't want to turn out these missing items claims. I'm just gonna fucking kill him and deal with the police instead.
The police might be easier to work with than GameStop. I'll give them that much.
There's a lot of red tape around all that bullshit. When I see something get stolen, I'm just gonna fucking shoot him in the head over a Pokemon card.
He's just dead now. That's it. I've decided his life is in my hands. He's fucking dead.
He's never gonna Pokemon go home again.
Wow, you really pulled out the classic Hillary Clinton joke, dude.
Yeah.
The Pokemon Go to the polls. You reused that, Liam. How many years ago was that?
2016. For
2016.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Dude, almost Pokemon 8 years since then, and you're gonna bring that back out.
It's kind of like jokes are kind of like vintage apparel. They come back every couple of years. You gotta make use of them when you can.
Honestly, why did the chicken cross the road? That one comes back constantly.
Yeah.
Everybody loves that one, dude. They can't forget
actually,
about
it did. Louis C.K. had one an SNL monologue in like 2012 or something. That was why did the chicken cross the road to get away from the black guy? and it wasn't because he was really racist. Yeah, he went into like a big long thing.
Yeah,
pretty good. It was pretty
He's
good.
Like, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Here's why it's okay for me to say it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, I feel like the clerk. Here's the thing with Pokemon cards. I don't think you can do this anymore, but before you could like weigh the packs out and find out which one has like the good cards, like good expensive ones.
Pokemon cards are like drug dealing. You gotta just carry around a scale with you.
Yeah, dude, you gotta carry around a scale. Like I think they fixed it for all cards because like the people who would get shipments of Pokemon cards would weigh the individual packs before they're set out and take the heavier ones because they had the expensive cards in there. So I feel like this guy busted into the clerk's stash, and he could not forgive that. Bro.
Just find a girlfriend. Like,
honestly,
if you can take this much time to find Pokemon cards, I'm sure there's one girl that would love you inspecting her pussy the same way you inspect Pokemon cards. You get a magnifying glass and a scale.
That, you're like, oh yeah, fuck you for hating Pokemon cards. Just complain about going to a pumpkin patch with your girlfriend.
Yeah, it's so much better. It's so mumuch better to complain on a podcast about having a girlfriend.
So true. Oh man, I wish I had a boyfriend.
Yeah, wouldn't it be so much easier just come on here every week and be like, I got railed so hard by my boyfriend?
It probably would be. I feel like I'd have a lot of good stories if I was a gay grinder whore.
Oh yeah, we could just have one of those like guys the podcast Guys We Fucked. We could just be that, but the gay version. It'd be so much fun.
Whoa, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, there's a podcast called Guys We Fucked, and there's these two whores on the podcast that have guests, and they talk about all the guys they fucked and dating and stuff. It's kind of like Call Her Daddy, the replacement of Call Her Daddy. Okay, do you even know Call Her Daddy?
I do. I'm familiar with them.
All right.
But for the Guys I Fucked podcast, are they bringing on the guys that they fucked?
I don't know.
Are those the guests?
I'm not that in depth. I think they have actual guests. Maybe they bring on people they fucked, but they talk about sex and sex only and getting railed out.
Because I was going to say, if it's only like guests that they have had sex with, like
that is pretty ballsy.
That's got to be like how many people are you sleeping with at that point that you've got like hundreds of episodes, man?
Yeah,
that's
episode 500 of Guys We Fucked.
Right.
God damn.
At that point, you're fucking them just to bring them on, dude.
Yeah, you just need
podcast. Like, I gotta hit a quota.
There's just one girl doing all the work. She's like, you had to fuck someone this week. I have to go get some dick right now because you didn't fuck anybody. This is the 600th time I got fucked because you didn't want it to.
Every single week you don't get any dick, and I have to do two in a week for you.
We bulk record these too. I need you to start slanging some dick around here.
She just like tries to focus it all in one day. She's like, I want to, like, I've got this work to do, get it all done in one shot, so it's off my plate. Like, 40 guys, man, like, bring them back.
Record him in seasons. Yeah. Oh. I felt like a girl this week. I went to.
Why?
I tucked my dick behind my legs and I walked around naked, and it was. No. I felt like no, because when you do anything with your car, they always take take advantage of women.
Take your money. Yeah.
They take advantage of women.
They take a lot of your money
because they think women are stupid and feeble and don't know anything about cars, and they're right 99% of the time.
And they're so right. Yeah, they hit the nail on the head. Okay.
But I didn't Google. I went to go get my oil changed, and I haven't gotten it changed since I moved here. But I Googled around my area where to get it changed, and I looked online, and I'm like, oh, $40. That's a very cheap oil change. I'm going to go with that. Yeah. I didn't Google what kind of oil my car takes ahead of time. Apparently, it takes synthetic. But I went there.
Which is a big difference here.
I
synthetic, non-synthetic.
Big price difference, as you'll soon hear. I went there. He took my car, and he came back after inspecting it, and it was like, all right, that's going to be $119 for an oil change. And then I said, wait, I saw online that it's going to be $40. I was trying to be stern and be like a man to try to get him to like, I'm not a girl. Don't do me like this. And he was
I'm not
like,
a girl, bro. Come on. Give me the $40.
I'm not a fucking lady. Come on. Just give me a little leeway here. And he was like, oh, your car only takes synthetic oil. And I didn't Google if my car could take like half synthetic oil because that's like a blend because that's cheaper. Yeah. So he just said it needs full synthetic oil. And I said, all right. And I like...
Yeah.
It was on a piece of paper that he wrote the price down. I put my name, address, and phone number on it for no reason. And then he did my oil change. I was Googling shit the whole time. Apparently, it can probably take half synthetic. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't Google that in depth. There's a lot of various answers online. But then I went over to go check out, and it was $112. I think he was fucking me around. Because it lost $7. I'm like, how did it change $7? Was it because I'm a man and you finally respected me? Because I said it's supposed to be 35? I don't understand. I feel like a lady.
Well, we'll give him 7 off. He's a guy. Hey guys, he's got a penis, actually.
We're going to give him the male discount.
I feel like once you said the $40, and he's like, well, your car takes synthetic, and you didn't have a quick response to that. He's like, fucking got him. He's on the goddamn hook.
I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yep. That was such an easy answer for him. I didn't give him an explanation answer. It was just a yes or no.
Right. Just yes or no. Are you sure? He's like, yes, dude, yeah. It's actually a brand new type of oil. It's going to be about $300 for you.
Yeah. And they're supposed to rotate my tires. They did not. So I kind of want to go back and get my tires rotated because I never got them rotated.
That's got to be free at that point because they didn't
do it
free. The first fucking time.
It is free if you pay $112.
Right. Great deal right there.
If you pay for an oil change $80 above what you're supposed to, then yeah, it's free.
Right. I feel like how much... I've always been confused about like rotating the tires. Yeah. Like how much money does that really cost? It's just labor.
It should be $2. That's
It should be nothing, dude. I could go up there and spin them myself, rotate them.
Just give him a good thwack like a bicycle.
Yeah, like that's spinning good. That's good.
Like when you're a kid, your chain came off and you put it back and you like thought you did something real cool, and then you just give it like a little spin to make sure it works.
Yeah. Which at that point, like when you're a kid and you put the bike chain back on, that is a pretty big deal.
It feels so good.
Because you got to line up and then you twist, like you turn the pedal as you're putting it back on. And you're like, that was slick as fuck.
Yeah.
Like nobody else could do what I just did.
But tire rotation, I would do it myself. I could do brakes and changing tires by myself. But the thing is, I don't want to. I'm gonna pay someone else to do it.
That's fair, dude. Do you have the time to do it? No.
Yes. I just don't want to.
No, you don't. You don't have the time to do it, dude. You're too busy. You're waking up at 4 a.m. every day.
Really
You're working a
not that busy at all.
Day.
I really have so much free time. I just waste it. And I don't want to do it.
What's the bulk use of your free time?
Watching TV. I've become a dad already.
Yeah,
just a 50-year-old man.
You're getting close. It's happening fast.
Yeah. I did.
Did you
today,
ever think you would? Yeah.
I sat on the couch and watched TV for 8 hours today.
For 8 hours?
8 hours.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Full 8 hours.
See,
but I'm not fat.
I feel like. No, you're not fat. You're very skinny. I want to make that clear. You have like nothing on your bones, dude. Like you're skin and bones. For. I feel like 8 hours. 8 hours isn't that bad because if you look at like people's screen times, it's essentially the same thing of just you're consuming content,
Yeah, it is.
And people have some crazy fucking screen times, dude.
I've seen people like 18 hours. That's wild.
It's insane, man.
Oh, your backdrop's falling down a little bit. A little gust of wind hit you. You're fine.
No, that was a ghost actually.
Ooh, spooky Halloween.
Oh my god. What was I saying? I don't even know. I got distracted.
I don't know.
18 hours a day. Even if that includes while you're sleeping, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
It's literally every waking hour.
Mm-hmm.
But
and
I don't know.
If you're sleeping like 3 hours and that's all you're doing, like that's the worst cycle you could be in, man. For your brain.
Yeah.
You want to make this a little alpha male podcast moment here? We're going to tell them how to get their schedule straight.
Get on the grind set.
Time on that damn phone.
Wake up 5 a.m., work out, then pray 2 times, go to work for 16 hours, come home, work out, eat all of your meals in one sitting. You're going to eat 6,000 calories right now, and then you're going to go to bed immediately.
Yeah. See, mine's usually like wake up, drink my own piss, and then I'll just see where the day takes me from there, I had the strong start. That's all I needed, man.
It really would wake you up if you just if you trick yourself in the middle, like in the previous night when you're going to take your nightly piss right before you go to bed, you piss into a cup and you trick yourself. You kind of do like a little 3-card Monty with your piss in a glass of water. And that way, if you wake up at like 4 a.m. to take a sip, you might get the piss and start your day right then.
Right, that's the fastest start to your day.
Yeah.
The best part of it all, you're getting all the nutrients that you missed.
Yeah,
it's kind of for sure the second time.
It's like a multivitamin almost.
Yeah, you're like refining the piss, and eventually you're gonna get the cleanest, clearest piss of all time.
If you think about it, you will.
Think about it, dude. If you're only drinking your piss, it's only going to get clearer and clearer.
Oh, fuck.
So, are you okay?
Yeah,
what was
a
it?
little burp.
It sounded like a little fart or something. I don't know what that was, man.
How's your week been, though?
Pretty good, dude. So, at work, so I worked today, Sunday. Recording on Sunday, right? I worked this Sunday at the old place that I used to work at, the hotel.
Yeah.
So I'm working there. We got this new kid, right? We're always hiring high school children. He's not. I think he's 16.
Rate him
I
on
don't
1 to
think
10.
he's 17. Right. Low, very low. I hate looking at him.
Yeah, which usually being underage sweetens, the score. But
what do you mean by that?
just, I like looking at young boys in their prime, full of testosterone, still going through it.
Is it in a respectful way, Liam?
Yeah, very respectful. Just admiration.
Okay. All right, I'm glad we cleared that up. Fuck. Keep it together for one episode. So yeah, he's working there, and like, I knew it was not going to be a good time when like I had come in and I was like, who's this like guy who's working? Like, I don't know this name, right? Mm-hmm. And my coworker was like, oh, you're gonna have fun with him. Oh, you're gonna have fun.
Oh, so he puts out.
No. There was no sexual interaction at all.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Wink, I hear you. Don't worry.
Okay. So she's telling me that like apparently he like didn't know how to use a lighter, like one of the pull trigger ones,
Really?
Yeah, she was like he asked how to use a lighter, and I was like, I feel like that's pretty straightforward. Like there's 2 buttons on there.
Yeah,
and if pressing one of them at a time doesn't work, press them both. Like that's pretty straightforward, man.
Yeah.
So I was skeptical. I'm like, is this kid really that dumb? But like when I was talking to him throughout the whole night, like he'd just say some dumb shit, and I could just see it in his eyes that he was like he didn't mean it. He was just saying shit. Partially, I feel like he's not there.
Just nothing behind those eyes. Just glossy.
Yeah. He's glossy, and it wasn't even like a funny joke or something. Like,
oh, I got you.
Like,
just not self-aware.
Like, oh, hey, do I deflate this air mattress by just cutting a hole in it? Like, why open your mouth, dude? Like, just don't open your mouth. But I feel like he might have autism, dude.
He might have been a diversity hire. They maybe wanted a little special needs to get a little kickback from the government.
They already have somebody with Down syndrome.
Oh shit! You never told me this before. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
What does he do there?
It's like washes dishes. Like he's very very functional. Yeah. Like I don't know the levels of Down syndrome, but he's like very functional.
He's level 2.
Yeah, he's only level 2, so he's like doing great. He washes dishes. Like he'll hold a pretty good conversation with you.
I will say one thing, if like from high school and like experiencing those kinds of kids, that is what they teach them in school, is just wash dishes and make very basic meals.
Yeah,
that's
almost all of it.
It's just like, hey, you're gonna wash dishes. Let's take a whole semester to teach you how to wash dishes.
Guess what? We're cooking today, like every fucking day.
We have macaroni and cheese, your favorite.
Like what? I am curious though, because we did sit in on like a couple of special ed like classes.
A month's worth.
Was it a full month?
I think they were just teetering on the edge of putting us in there full time.
I thought it was just a week that we were in there.
I feel like it was so much longer.
I don't know. I can't say for sure, but I feel like that's all we did was cooking in there.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like, I'd love to just know what like a normal like week's worth of work is for them.
Yeah.
Like what other activities are going on in there? I would
love to see. I would like to sit in for a whole year of special ed classes.
Yeah. Like what do they learn? What are they actually getting out of this?
I don't know. I feel like I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna say that one.
No, what I'm saying, I feel like it's the teacher's fault.
Yeah, maybe it's curriculum.
They're the ones. Yeah, they're not providing proper enrichment for them.
Yeah.
I guess enrichment in the enclosure.
Teach manual labor. Those boys would do good at manual labor, just like construction or like like demolition teams.
Yeah, depending on which ones you pick, man.
Yeah.
Get them in there, they'll go crazy.
Some of them might do well with counting grains of rice.
Yeah, that's a good job, actually. Make sure you got 9,000 in that bag. Right there.
Yeah. Basically just sweatshop. Just like count these grains of rice all day.
That's kind of what I'm hearing from you.
Yeah,
put them in a sweatshop. Forget child labor. We're gonna do Down syndrome labor. See how long that lasts you.
Down with the unions. We got some scabs we want to put in.
Yeah. So I feel like he might have some autism because he like does not read social cues at all.
Okay.
Like this other kid was getting pissed at him because like the kid kept coming back and he didn't do what he was supposed to drop something off to some people and he kept like coming back and like not taking the fucking like I don't know, like a cheese plate to the fucking room. Like he wasn't taking it. So the other kid's like, dude, just fucking take it. Like take it right now. Like take the damn thing.
He kept on coming back with an empty plate, being like, I ate it.
No, it wasn't even that bad. Was that for me? So no, it wasn't like that. But he just kept coming back to say shit.
Yeah.
And so the kid like kind of flips out on him, and he's just like, "Oh, okay." He was like, "Oh yeah, Later on, he's like, "I don't know if that guy likes me all that much," and I'm like, "You don't think?" By him like yelling at you, he yelled at you, man. Like, and you're gonna say, "I don't think he likes me that much."
The most disrespectful thing is to get yelled at work. I've never been yelled at work, but I've witnessed it, and it's so demeaning to be like, we're both adults, and we're both like,
yeah.
You make what, $5,000 more than me, and you're yelling at me right now? It's so demeaning to be like, if you look at this outside of work, we're just two people, and you're yelling at me.
Yeah, but in work, like I don't know, people get so worked up that. Like, dude, that's everything to them right then. And they're like, no, I fucking need it. No, buddy.
I think...
Two adults.
I would never yell at somebody at work for, like, something over work. That's wild.
Dude, I feel like I couldn't yell at somebody, period.
Yeah, that's
I feel like I'd struggle with just yelling at somebody. Like, how do you stay that mad that you look them in the eyes and stay furious? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
I don't think I've ever yelled at anybody, really. I don't know.
I feel like, at least like us, like we've gotten like loud with each other, but at no point has it been like...
I don't even remember
like
that.
Screaming,
maybe
like
as
yelling.
kids, but not as an adult.
Yeah, as kids, for sure.
Yeah.
But past that, no.
Yeah. It is easier to fight as a kid when you're just like, fuck it, let's just tussle a little bit. Let's just wrestle.
Oh, yeah.
Let's pretend we're wrestling for fun and then just beat the shit out of each other.
Right. Let's just get some anger out. Like, I want to beat the shit out of you. Let's go for it.
We gotta make it seem like you're playing so that the parents don't get involved. You just kind of half-assed beat each other up.
It's like, oh no, they're just roughhousing.
Yeah.
Let them go. They're just roughhousing. They'll get a boo-boo here and there. Boys will be boys, man. Fuck.
Do you remember that ad campaign where they were like, "Boys will be boys" is a bad slogan, and like you need to tell your kid not to rape someone?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think the "boys will be boys" was ever used in that connotation. I think it was just when they were roughhousing. I think in the general public, like, boys know not to rape.
Yeah. That was the main use, was just roughhousing, but
yeah.
I feel like at one point one person was like, "Oh, sexual harassment, boys will be boys, you know. They've got penises. What are you going to do?"
Yeah.
And it's like,
I think everybody always knew it was a bad thing. That's why the people that did it, they were like, I know that was bad, and I don't regret it. I want to keep on doing it. We're going to keep this on the down low.
Right.
But otherwise, it's just... That was funny. It was like a soap as well. It was like a men's soap.
Was it?
I think so. I think it was like
I don't remember a soap to it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an odd product to sell when you're trying to like... I feel like any product that you're trying to sell is odd to have placed next to being like, don't rape somebody, right?
Well, even soap is like this. They're saying don't be like the boys will be boys kind of guy, but also they're selling like this hyper masculine thing, like Old Spice.
Yeah.
If Old Spice it'd be like, look at this Puma Nightmare Assault, but don't be a boy. Don't be a boys will be boys kind of boy.
That's wild. I know. I don't remember that fucking soap, dude. All right, What else was I? And the kid keeps saying, he's like, I feel like I'm gonna get fired by next week. I've had 4 jobs so far this year, and I've gotten fired from them all. And I'm like,
he's having one every quarter.
I'm like, okay. Like, I don't know what you want me to do with that. And I'm like, no, like, it doesn't really seem like that guy likes you very much. Are you gonna do something about that? And he's like, no, I think I'm alright.
I think I'll just get another job next month. That's fucking wild to be a 17-year-old already having 4 jobs. That's like a career.
Right.
That's like the amount of jobs someone will have in a whole career.
I find it insane that he's like, it doesn't even seem like he's like sweating about it either. He's just like, wild. I guess this is what happens. People just don't get along with me, huh?
I think I've had 5 jobs ever since I started work. So almost 8 years I've had 5 jobs. That's almost once every 2 years. That's wild.
I've had 2 jobs.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's lapping you. You got to start getting more jobs.
Yeah. I got to catch up.
That is a cool move to just get hired and then do the training and quit so you get paid for the training hours, but then you just don't ever do any work.
Yeah, that's not bad. But I do feel like for a lot of jobs, like, especially if you did like manual labor or something like that, like they're going to abuse you during the like training period, and they're going to make you do the bullshit like bitch boy jobs, you know?
If you go to a corporate job, like I worked at Home Depot, the first 4 days was all learning online.
Really?
Yeah. So I got paid for almost a week to just look online at training. So if you keep on getting those types of jobs, you can just sit in a computer. You can have a 9-to-5 desk job without ever having one.
Yeah. Like, did you have to be on the computer for like a certain amount of time? Like, how many hours?
Until I finished it, and it was like long-ass training. So I was there for 4 days for 6-hour shifts, just looking at computers.
That's fucking crazy that they just have that dedicated time to like, you're going to sit through all that when somebody could just tell you like that shit so much faster.
Yeah. And plus at Home Depot, they have like a little freezer in the break room for little sweet treats like ice cream and stuff that you can use on your breaks. Oh, yeah. So it would just be me looking at the computer, and then lunchtime came around and I'd hit the little sweet treat container and then I'd go back.
Yeah. Did you have to like slowly like take more and more so that people didn't notice that it was like all gone?
Because they also had like Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwiches in there, so eventually I'd be like grabbing 5 of those bad boys.
Yeah, that's a good deal right there, man. I don't know how they continue to provide that for people. Well, I mean, being such a large chain, I feel like they can tank that cost, but why would they want to? Why would they want to, man? 2 weeks before my last, 2 weeks before I ended up not working there anymore, they put a lock on the sweet treat container, and you had to ask a boss to unlock it so you could grab a sweet treat. And he's gonna stand there and watch you.
Yeah. He's gonna stand there and watch you like a little kid going to grab a treat. And we're back. We're back to the Shower Party Podcast.
Welcome back. We're here. Didn't miss a beat.
So I went to Applebee's, as all of the people that live in the apartment went there. So me and my girlfriend Michael and his girlfriend, and we went to get Dollaritas at Applebee's because they're $1. But they don't tell you
Dollaritas.
The flavored ones are $1.50. So they kind of, off the bat, didn't like the lies. But
the lies aren't great. That's not a great sign.
And then, as a diabetic, I didn't expect it to be so sugary.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought margaritas were like just triple sec tequila, maybe a little bit of flavoring. I had 3 of them. My sugar skyrocketed to 400.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I didn't think these Dollaritas were just sugar with a splash of tequila.
Yeah, I feel like the flavoring is what gets you, because there's simple syrup in a regular margarita.
Like a tiny bit, not a lot.
What I'm imagining is that they sell the flavored ones for 50 cents more, but you also get less alcohol because they're taking up space with a shit ton of flavoring.
I also got an unflavored one, and it was the exact same sweetness. And it's the exact same amount of tequila.
Damn.
So, it's brutal.
I mean, that's fucked up, dude. Just give you the right amount of tequila.
Yeah.
So you get fucked up faster and you can't buy as many.
I got 3 Dollaritas, Didn't even feel a buzz. Not at all. Mm-hmm. It was just like a splash. It's like they just put a little tequila, like a dropper of tequila in there.
They just put the bottle next to your glass, and that was about it.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm very disappointed in Applebee's service, and I'm not sure if I'll go back again unless they have another cool deal.
Personally, they're not going to be getting my service anytime soon after that performance.
Oh, it's an 18% tip just to show them who's boss.
Oh,
I didn't go for the 20. I said 18% for you guys.
That'll fucking show them right there.
Yeah.
Did you get food while you were there as well?
I did get food.
That's how they got you, man.
Yeah.
Was the food good?
It was good. Me and my girlfriend, we got the 2 for $32. So we got a little appetizer, we got the boneless wings, and then we got 2 entrees, and we split them in half and gave them to each other. So I got half a burger and half of the 4 cheese mac and cheese with honey bourbon chicken tenders. So,
dude, I feel like the mac and cheese with the honey bourbon chicken tenders, like that's what I want every time. Is like I want that, but then I feel like even the sauce is just so sweet.
It is, yeah. It is as sweet as the
sugar,
tequila,
dude.
As sweet as the Dollaritas.
It's insane, man.
It's like my diabetes got butt fucked at Applebee's.
Yeah, how were you feeling with the sugar of 400, man?
Oh, it was. I went to bed. I immediately went home and went to bed, and I woke up with it being 400, and I was just like dry mouth, like just jittery when I woke up at 4 a.m. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Did they roofing me?
It's gotta be a rough way to wake up.
It is rough.
I got fucking roofied, babe. Wake up.
Because when your sugar's that high, you're not only you have to piss for like a minute long, but you're also super dehydrated and super thirsty. So I was just like drinking water and just pissing it straight out.
That's the water cycle right there. It's going in and coming out at the same time.
The diabetic water cycle: high blood sugar, drink water, piss out, drink water.
Yeah, dude, that has to be brutal to wake up like that. Like I feel like an equivalent to that is like waking up with the fever sweats.
Oh yeah,
fucking manic, dude, and you're so confused.
Oh, let's go.
Get water, and you're like, oh fuck, and you feel like shit.
Yeah. You get like a cold sweat going.
Yeah, dude.
I will say a nice cold sweat does do good sometimes. I like the feeling of a cold sweat. Especially in bed. I like being cold in bed and I like sweating in bed. So if you can just combine those two, oh.
The fuck did you just say to me?
I like going to bed.
You just said you like sweating in bed? Yeah,
I like going to bed cold as hell. Like it's cold.
Yeah.
And then when I wake up in the middle of the night, I want to be sweating my ass off.
No. I don't want any part of the sweating.
Because when you're going drifting off to sleep, you want to be nice and chilly. And then when you want to wake up, you're like, yeah, it's nice and cozy in here. My ass crack is dripping with sweat. I want to stay in here.
Look at him. What are you on?
You don't get that? You don't get that feeling? You don't like that?
No, I don't want to sweat when I wake up. Like, I don't want to sweat for the most part, but like, not when I'm in bed, dude. Like, you ever wake up like super sticky because you were sweating?
Your ball sack is halfway down your leg and you can't get it off, and you're just like, your underwear is soaked, and you got a little outline of your body in the sheets. Ooh.
Okay, the body outline is that shit's too real. That shit's awful.
And your dick doesn't even show up on the outline because it's too small to touch the sheets while you're laying on your side.
But your balls are in the outline for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%.
2 little thumbprints on there.
That's blowing my mind, man. The sweating when you wake up. I can't.
I know we've been joking around, but I do legitimately enjoy that.
I know. That's why I'm upset with the fact that you enjoy it so much. Because I know that shit's real.
Oh, 100%. So it feels so good.
Oh, so I was with my girlfriend and her daughter today, right? Mm-hmm. And of course we were playing, right? Naturally.
Yeah.
Doing a little bit of playing.
Having a kid around, just like you can just have a silly goose time playing around, having fun anytime you want.
Dude, all the time. One of my favorites is like I'll just like pick her up, like just spin in place and then like toss her on the bed.
Yeah.
Like that's so much fun for me because I get to throw her around.
Yeah, all the things
she loves it.
The things that you want to happen to you, but you're too big now to do it. So you just get to be like, you're gonna have so much fun. Watch this.
Yeah, and then you do it, and every time she's like, "Oh, a bigger one," and I'm like, "I'd fucking love to toss you a bigger one."
Fuck it, we're throwing you outside now. Let's go.
Right, dude. So yeah, that's a great time. Like I love that. But we were like, I don't know. Like the kid said something about like going to the store, so like we pretended to like drive to the store, and then she like picked out some toys. We're using Connect 4 like little coin things as like money, right?
And then you said, "Fuck it, let's just put her in the real car instead. Let's get her in. Let's get her driving right now."
I thought about it. But yeah, my girlfriend hops in as the cashier, right? And it's funny. I'm like, "Oh, can I pick out the monkey?" And she's like, "No, it's too expensive." I'm like, "It's on sale, 50%." And she's like, "Oh shit."
At least she has a good mind for money, you know. You got to instill that young that you can't afford stuff, so that later on she'll be, you know, better off.
Yeah, like I did like that position. Like I thought she was doing great, but she only said that for the thing that I wanted. You know?
Girl mentality.
Yeah, she's like, I could get this and this and this. That no.
Yeah, no.
You want one thing? Fuck you. Too expensive.
Not enough room in the house for that. You got to put that back.
Right. So she's got that down pat, dude. But yeah, like went to the cashier. Like I didn't have any of the money, so I'm like, "Can you buy this for me?" You know, like I'm broke over here. So my girlfriend like takes the money, puts it to the side, and me being a little sneaky, right? I take the money, put it in my pocket. She doesn't even see, right? So we leave, quote unquote leave the store. And she's like, "Oh my God, like I've been robbed. I've been fucking robbed.
Someone pickpocketed me. Call the police."
So we go running back and we're like, "Was it you?" Talking to the kid. "Did you steal? Did you steal right now?" She's like, No.
I know how you Save-A-Lot workers are. You stole my fucking money.
So we're like getting into it, dude. Like we're getting like a police chief in here. I was a police officer while also being the thief, like swapping between the two. And so they like find the money on me, put me in jail. I break out, right? And then I go to the bathroom.
You arrested yourself?
Well, no, because my girlfriend was the police chief.
Oh, okay, I got you.
I was like, we need to call in the chief because I knew I was the thief. I was like, I can't be both right now, right? So after I bust out of jail, I go to the bathroom. I grab the can of Febreze, and at Febreze point, I robbed the store again. And then I hid the money. And when they tried to get me that time, I was like, "Where's the proof? I don't have the money in my house, do I?"
I buried the treasure.
Yeah, so I think it was good that she learned a little bit about the legal system and that she needed to provide like evidence of proof.
And the thief always wins in the end.
Pretty much, dude. But
you actually did teach her. That was a bad lesson. You told her that thieves actually kind of win and they do get out.
Well, no, it took them a while, but they found where I hid the money, and I got put in jail again. And I waited the proper amount of time in jail, you know.
20 seconds.
No, it was a couple of minutes, man.
Oh, damn.
Just with like a laundry basket on my head, that was jail.
You played the kids' version of GTA 5?
Basically, man.
That's cool.
It was a great time. And yeah, like, oh, my girlfriend as the cashier, she had like her whole backstory. Like, she was like, "I'm like, my money's gone. Like, I'm gonna have to close the store down. Like, how am I gonna provide for my family?"
This is a woman-owned business.
Good stuff.
We sell so much crocheted hats here.
I do so much knitting for this business, and it gets taken away like that. So yeah, I had a blast with that, man. That was like.
That sounds like fun.
The kid was just along for the ride at that point. She wasn't even contributing. It was just like,
it's all about you.
She was trying to keep up.
You were the main character in her playtime.
I was, dude.
I want to be able to rent the kid for a day. Just like have some fun.
That's not gonna work.
No,
I'm gonna say that right now. It'd be cool if it like would, and like nobody would take advantage of that. But
yeah, I just want to rent a kid to have a little playtime. I want to rent a kid to have a silly goose adventure. There's no way. There's no way to word this.
It's not great. Maybe if like the parent was also there.
Yeah,
if you could just
if I could
like,
have a
hey,
supervised
like,
visit with a kid that I rented for an hour.
Right, you supervise. Like, I'll provide food. Like, I'll pay you. But like I just want to have playtime. You know.
Yeah.
And then you take it up a notch, and you're like, I want you to also treat me like a kid.
Ooh, then you get the weird territory again.
Okay, yeah, no, that's not a good call. My bad on that one.
Those ladies are awful online, where they're like they wear the diapers and have their boyfriends take care of them. That's just,
dude, that shit is abysmal. It's abysmal. I can't.
Go to therapy and recover what happened to you as a kid. Like, you don't have to do this.
Yeah, really. Like, I feel like even just doing like a little kid voice or something like that, like that's
drives me nuts.
So much more. It's so much more acceptable than actually putting on the diaper and sucking on the binky. You know, like I feel like
I don't like either, but it is more acceptable. Correct? Yeah.
Right, they're both bad, but at the end of the day, like doing some baby talk with your significant other, totally like normal for the most part.
Yeah.
But once you start hitting like the fucking goo goo gaga, I'm out, dude. I'm out. That's rough.
Yeah. I don't even like being called babe or baby or anything.
Oh, you don't?
No. I feel like it's like I'm not wearing diapers, you know. Don't call me a baby. I'm a grown up.
No, I'm an adult, actually. I'm fully grown. I'm a big boy.
I don't even drink apple juice anymore, so
Nice try calling me babe.
Yeah. They don't even have to water down my apple juice anymore. I drink full strength.
Full strength, dude. All the sugar. Yeah. That's all me in there.
My mommy doesn't even supervise it when I pour it, so joke's on you.
What do you call your girlfriend? What does she call you?
I call her Duck.
Okay.
Like quack quack duck. Because she has duck feet. She has a disability. Her feet are all fucked up. So she has like...
So she has a disability.
Yeah, she has pointed out feet a little bit. So I call her Duck to remind her.
That's such a cute name, man.
That's why we have rubber ducks in our bedroom. Just a constant reminder that she can't run properly.
So babe is off the table. Babe and baby off the table, but we're going to say quack quack and duck. That's what we're going with. Okay.
I never call her
Ducky.
Ducky.
A full scope.
Never Ducky. Ducky's, only ever Duck.
Ducky's kind of gross.
Yeah.
I don't like Ducky. Yeah. What does she call you?
Liam.
She doesn't have like a cute little nickname for you?
No, it's been 2 years. She's not very creative, so.
Wow. She's slacking. Man.
But,
that's rough.
All right, this has been another episode of Shower Party.
It has been, man. It's been an episode, that's for sure.
Hell yeah.
What should the folks at home do, Liam?
Tell a friend.
Oh, okay.
And watch every single other episode. All 72 other episodes you should go back and watch.
Watch all of them and then watch them on each of the different platforms.
Yeah.
So is it just YouTube and Spotify right now?
Apple Music and the Google Podcast.
Apple Music, there we go.
Yeah.
Google Podcast. So you're doing 4 watches per episode.
Yeah.
Get in there.
And that way you get the full enjoyment. You might have missed some punchlines, you know?
Right, yeah. It's so much easier than just rewinding it. Just watch it 4 fucking times.
See you next week. See ya.
See you next week. Happy 73.